Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu5, and I just got finished watching a video that Cutlery Level made about the SpongeBob characters. And me and my brother has had a discussion about another cartoon TV show and their flaws. And that, as you can see in the title of this video, is the flaws with the Winnie the Pooh characters. Me and my brother has came up with this while talking to each other and reflecting back on the cartoon, because we watched it when we were little kids, and then when we grew up we started thinking about it, we started looking things up, and yeah, the characters to Winnie the Pooh are screwed up. They all have some kind of mental problem. Let's start off with Winnie, the main character. Winnie the Pooh is, well, to put it frankly, he's mentally retarded. It says so right in the episode. I think it was the first episode where they were introducing the characters. It said that Winnie the Pooh was a very slow thinker. He couldn't read that well, and you've seen it many times in the episode where he'll sit down on his butt and go, think, to come up with his ideals to steal honey. And he's slow. And there was an interesting side note. That name on his house that he lives in doesn't say Winnie the Pooh. It's someone else's name. And I can't remember the story behind that, but it's something worth mentioning. Winnie the Pooh is also a glutton. He's a compulsive eater. He eats to feel good and to relax and all that. And he's just a really, I don't want to say a messed up character, but they all have flaws, every one of them. Let's talk about Tigger. Tigger has ADHD, cannot sit still, constantly bouncing, and that's his problem, which isn't a big problem. I think most kids grow out of it. I think the ADHD thing is more of a phase than a condition, but yeah, he's ADHD. Let's talk about Rabbit. Rabbit is obsessive compulsive. He has to have everything his way, nice, straight, clean, and he's very meticulous, and he can't stand it when Pooh and the other characters mess up his house. He's very prideful of his house, and he details it, and is very, very strict about how he should act. He tries to be the leader because he needs to be in control. He's a control freak, and he's obsessive compulsive. Piglet suffers from anxiety issues, has no self-esteem, and is always scared of the adventure, the plan, stepping out of his comfort zone, and has no courage, not brave, and is very anxious, suffers from high anxiety. Let's talk about a very obvious one, Eeyore. And I know I can't say that right because I have a speech impediment. Who cares? But Eeyore, the donkey, is clinically depressed. I mean, he is always depressed. And it doesn't matter what happens, he's going to be depressed. And he's always complaining about his house falling down because a butterfly landed on it. His tail isn't sewn in, it's just attached with a thumbtack. He sits out in the rain, soaking, because his life is so horrible, and he is depressed, and that's his mental issue. Let's see, Owl. Owl wasn't one of the main characters, but he's a narcissist. His goal in life is to convince others that he's great, that he's smart, and that he is hero and everybody else is hero, that he is the top dog. He's a narcissist. He suffers from narcissism. And did I cover everybody? Oh yes, Kanga and Roo, the kangaroos. They don't necessarily have a mental issue as of right now, or as in the episode, but they do have a flaw, and that is that Roo is a single mother. And some of you are single mothers. Some of you lived in a single mother household or single parent household. I did for a while. Both of my parents remarried, and this is a flaw. At least I'm a firm believer that divorce or a single parent household isn't as strong as a healthy dual parent household. You need both the mother and the father to properly develop. That's just me. You know, they say that the daughter will pick a boyfriend or a husband depending on how her father treats her, and the son will pick a girlfriend or a wife based on his relationship with his mother. And you know, besides that, there was the financial issue. Who's working? Who's bringing home the bacon? If Roo's mom is constantly at work to provide for the family, then who's taking care of Roo? Although you never see Roo just all by himself. Oftentimes than not, he's with his mom. But I see a single parent household as a deficiency as opposed to a healthy dual family household. Doesn't mean that the single parent household thing can't be done, it's just more difficult. And finally, let's talk about Christopher Robin. He has a couple things wrong with him. First off, he has no friends. He goes to school, comes home, goes to the 100-acre woods, and his friends are the stuffed animals that he plays with. And it says this in the episodes that all the characters are part of his imagination. And, you know, that's why they can talk and everything, and they have personalities that he gives them. And also, you can say he's schizophrenic. He's hallucinating all of these adventures with these pretend friends. And so he has no friends, possibly schizophrenic. He's about probably 7 to 10 years old and still has imaginary friends. So that's a red flag. But yes, it's very interesting if you're in a sociology class or a psychology class and you want to talk about the Winnie the Pooh characters. You have plenty to talk about and how they reflect you know, the world around them and the personalities that Christopher Robin gives to each one of them. So I thought this was very interesting. This is something that me and my brother talked about and looked into, and we just thought it was interesting. I hope you did too. I'm a Satsi 5, and I'm out.